Have you ever noticed how the intake process can feel harder than it needs to be for both you and your clients? For therapists and mental health professionals, intake forms are essential, but they often create unnecessary stress. With the right approach, that process can actually become simple and efficient. I'm Kayla with Jotform, and in this video we will talk about what an intake form for counseling is, why digitizing it matters, and how to create one that works for both you and your clients. Let's jump right in. If you are a therapist or other mental health professional, you are already familiar with client intake forms. An intake form for counseling helps you collect important information about your clients before you begin working together. The challenge is that paper intake forms can be frustrating. They take time to fill out, they slow down appointments, and they add extra work for your practice. Clients often feel rushed and anxious filling out paperwork in a waiting room. From your perspective, manually entering information from paper forms into digital systems is inefficient and increases the chance of errors. Digitizing the intake process solves many of these issues. When clients can fill out forms ahead of time, their visits feel less stressful. They can complete the forms at their own pace, and you receive the information in a clear, organized format. Going digital can also significantly improve how your practice runs day to day. If you have been hesitant to fully digitize your intake process, now is a great time to make the switch. It's more approachable than it sounds and does not require advanced technical skills. To build an effective intake form, it helps to know which fields are most important. These fields help you create complete and accurate client records. Client personal information is a key section. This typically includes the client's name, including first, last, and middle names, along with gender. You will also want to collect their full address, including street address, city, state, and zip code. Phone numbers are also important as well, whether home, mobile, or work. Email addresses are commonly included for communication purposes. Some practices also request a social security number, depending on their policies. Emergency contact information is another essential area. This usually includes the emergency contact's name, their phone number or numbers, and their relationship to the client. Having this information readily available is important in case of emergency. Employment information is also commonly included. This may cover job title, employment type such as employed, self-employed, or retired, and the employer's name if applicable. These details can provide helpful background information. Insurance details are another major part of many intake forms. This section often includes the primary care provider's name, the policyholder's name, the policyholder's social security number, the policy ID number, group number, and the type of insurance plan. Plan types can include HMO, PPO, Medicare, Medicaid, or other options. In addition to these core fields, you may want to collect details like a client's preferred pronouns, the name they prefer to be called, or the industry they work in. There are also additional fields to consider depending on your practice. You will need to collect parent or guardian information if you work with children or teenagers. For couples therapy, it is common to gather information for both partners. You may also choose to include questions about family mental health history. However, not every client will feel comfortable sharing this information before meeting their therapist. Making these questions optional allows clients to share at their own comfort level. Security is one of the biggest concerns when moving to digital intake forms, and that concern is understandable. HIPAA requires therapists to protect their clients' personal health information, whether it's stored digitally or in physical records. Storage rules can also vary by state, which adds complexity. Jotform offers HIPAA compliance features. These features are designed to help make the transition to digital forms easier when supporting compliance requirements. Digital security is another common concern. Electronic records can be just as safe, and often safer, than paper records. Physical files can be lost, stolen, or damaged. Digital records benefit from protections like data encryption and secure servers that help prevent unauthorized access. A good approach is to store physical documents that must remain physical while trusting secure digital solutions for everything else. If you need paper copies, digital records can always be printed. Cloud storage is another topic that sometimes causes hesitation. Storing data in the cloud simply means it is saved on secure remote servers. Local servers can increase the risk of data loss due to theft, hardware failure, or natural disasters. Cloud storage, on the other hand, is managed by teams focused on security and reliability. Large companies like Google and Amazon rely on cloud storage for this reason. Jotform integrates with cloud storage solutions such as Google Drive, Dropbox, and Box. With these integrations, information collected through your forms can be automatically saved to secure storage without additional effort. Once you understand the benefits of going paper-free, creating an intake form is the next step. Online forms reduce errors caused by manual data entry, streamline your workflow, and make the process easier for clients. They also reduce paper use. Jotform is designed to be easy to use. You can create a form in minutes using a counseling intake form template. If that template does not fit your needs, there are many other intake form templates available, all of which are fully customizable. You can add, edit, or remove fields, adjust fonts and colors, include your logo, and customize the form to match your branding. Making forms easy for clients to complete is just as important. You can send clients a link to the intake form before their appointment so they can complete it ahead of time. Jotform forms are mobile responsive, so they work well on any device. If you prefer to keep intake in the office, you can provide tablets and use Kiosk mode. Kiosk mode locks the device so users can only access the intake form. Once a client submits the form, the data is stored and the screen is cleared for the next client. Jotform also allows you to create fillable PDFs, which can be useful for government forms such as tax documents. Many government institutions provide PDF versions of their forms that you can import into Jotform, complete online, save as PDFs, and print or send as needed. Thanks for spending time with me today. I'm Kayla with Jotform, and I hope this helped you see how digital intake forms can simplify your practice. Be sure to subscribe for more helpful insights, and I'll see you next time.